Our next idea comes from Stephen Elsby, and he is from Swindon.
Dear genius, how about a horse bike? A man can run at about 10 miles an hour. He can ride a bike at about 40 miles an hour. A horse can run at about 45 miles an hour. Do the maths.
Horse bike, is this ridiculous or is this genius? I don't know. What do you make of it?
Well, I've just been trying to visualise a horse on a bicycle. And I think unfortunate things might happen to the saddle. Have you ever looked at a horse's bum?
Not for very long.
It's, well, they are larger than most women's. Only marginally. But too wide for a cycle track.
In order to redress the balance, I think it's worth pointing out we've had two complete ideas so far. One from a woman, one from a man. The woman was a genius. The man was not. You fat-arsed, ignorant women. Is it actually practically possible? I'm not convinced that it is.
I think that we have a couple of things here. Firstly, admittedly, you would have to put stabilisers on the bike.
Well, that's slowing you down because that's more friction already.
It could do, but, you know, according to my calculations, and they are very solid calculations here.
Yes.
We're talking about 180 miles an hour this horse is going.
Well, let me put this to you. A man can run at 10 miles an hour and ride a motorbike at 100 miles an hour. Horse motorbike. You do the maths.
I think one of the great advantages of this mode of transport is that we've had 100 years of the combustion engine producing an invisible gas, which is causing global warming. The emissions from a horse bike are going to be pretty obvious.
The emissions from the horse are going to be pretty obvious.
Yes. We refer you to the earlier question, have you looked at a horse's bottom?
Horses fart almost as much as cows. Also, they have no particular control over their bowels and bladders. Can you imagine you have a horse going at 110 miles an hour, whatever it is, on a bicycle, peeing?
We tried ourselves to see if we could possibly make one. People who've been to the show before know we do physically build as many things as we can. Well, we did what we could with drawings, and we examined the way horses' legs move, and we gave these things to someone to see, just on a computer, if they could build something that showed it working. This is apparently, I believe, technically accurate, what it would sound like if a horse were on a bike. And I think you can tell they're not going 180 miles an hour. I think it's interesting that our sound engineer does imagine that the horse will want to use the bell. You're not being persuaded by that?
No, I'm not. Not indeed persuaded. No, it gets more and more macabre as we go along. Let's stop.
OK. Stop we will, and while I know the answer, I still have to ask a question. We need a yes or a no. Is Stephen Elsby of Swindon, the inventor of the horse bike, a genius or not?
No.